And yeah. And that was another issue with the highlights. The percentage of people using highlights, making highlights, and watching highlights was almost insignificant. It was so low. It seemed like nobody was really using the highlight feature on their site, which is a feature that has to be constantly updated, and there's always maintenance that have to be done with highlights routinely. So to continue using all the resources for a feature that was barely used didn't really make a lot of sense. I still want to bring back highlights. It'll be different.
Yeah, I mean,
highlights we had before.
Exactly. The idea is that if someone isn't using a feature, but we still think it's helpful, and people are, or if there isn't a lot of people using a feature, and we think it's possibly a good feature, it just might not be, our implementation might not be what we think is the best implementation, and sometimes that means taking it down and redoing it, right?
Caucasic, you can already change your channel category. It's already in your channel settings, in your channel info settings. You can change your category. That's always been there. Always been there.
Let me address a question that Ejark has been posting for a while now. In regards to downloading past or in terms of downloading highlights, the reason that perhaps you're able to download older highlights is because of the way that we were handling highlights at that time. We were actually processing a separate video file for those highlights, whereas we moved to a chapter system to create a to be able to add the 30-minute chunks to one past broadcast clip. So the second you start your broadcast and end your broadcast, all of that broadcast is in one viewable chunk, as opposed to being separate 30-minute videos. So the way that we were handling highlights, where we were pointing to parts in that past broadcast that said start here and end here. So we weren't actually processing an entire new video and then posting that as a highlight. We were just simply saying start here and end here. So that's more than likely why downloading highlights is not working for you, and it's nothing that we don't officially support downloading of highlights. And so that's, there are ways to do it, but it's not something that we officially support. So in terms of access coding and password protecting the channel, is it coming back? Unfortunately, that's not a question that I can ask. It's something that that we are taking your feedback about, and I'm collecting data on it. And so if you want to see it back, definitely shoot me an email through help.justin.tv so that I can add you to that data. And so let us know that it's something that you want back, and we'll. And the cool thing about that is if you email us through help.justin.tv, if we do bring it back, we can actually send you an email and say, hey, you wanted this back, we brought it back, and so
yeah,
definitely.
And on the help forum, there's a feature request.
Yes.
So you guys should fill out this feature request and then upvote it so it gets